Denver Broncos, which is a team that I'm really keeping my eye on. New Orleans Saints fan here, so I know the firsthand treatment of Sean Payton, whether some people are or aren't fans of him. But let's get into it, Logan. How do you feel about Denver this coming year?
Yeah, so the Broncos here, I have going 6-11.
Ooh!
Yeah, I just don't
Here's where the
see.
show turns.
Yeah, I just don't see Sean Payton in his first year with Russell Wilson
Yeah,
turning that ship around as quickly as other people might expect him to.
yeah,
I'm hoping for it. It's better for the NFL. It's better for the
yeah,
league. It's
right.
better for just the fans, the Broncos, and like I don't know. Just when the Broncos are good, the NFL is a better place.
Very true.
It's one of those franchises where you kind of want them to be in the mix of things.
Yep.
Russell Wilson, I didn't like the narrative around him last year. It felt bad on my heart. Once again, another NC State Wolfpack that I had to
Yeah.
kind of root for. But like, he kind of brought it on to himself. He was terrible, and I don't know how much of that was Nathaniel Hackett. I don't know how much of that was him. But I just don't know if what Sean Payton can bring to that team in the first year can really turn that thing around. Like I said.
Yeah, he's definitely got his hands full, and I'll admit, biased. He won my franchise the first and only Super Bowl we've ever been to. We wore bags on the heads. Like we know about what the Saints' history was,
Yeah.
and knowing what he walked into, just think about the kind of similarities. Sean Payton literally said in the interview, "I didn't want the New Orleans job. He wanted to go coach for the Cowboys or Green Bay." But Green Bay had already picked up Mike McCarthy. I think the Cowboys might have been set on Jerry Jones at the time, if I'm not mistaken. And so he went and, picked up a New Orleans job, and he became Sean Payton, and Drew Brees became Drew Brees. And, Who Dat Nation was kind of born again. And then you look at what he's walking into with the Broncos. And I said it last year. Oh, man, people are talking about the Broncos winning the AFC West, doing this, that, and the third. I have all the respect for Russell Wilson. It was a brand new quarterback. It was a brand new head coach. And it was brand new owners, and they
Mhm.
go on and win 5 games last year. And Russell Wilson looks like a shell of himself, and some people are selling all their stock. They don't even care that Russell Wilson won a Super Bowl and actually went to back-to-back and had a chance to win back-to-back. And if he would have done so, he would have been that standing quarterback to do that until this day. People kind of forget that. So he is walking into a lot. Like, who wanted the Denver job? Hell of a contract for Russell Wilson. Can you figure that out? Denver already says, look, we're trying to find an exit strategy if he plays bad again. So I could be jumping the gun, but Sean Payton has dealt with this type of shakiness before. And I've been saying, kind of my tagline for Denver has been Sean Payton and Russell Wilson are going to bring things out of each other's game that really no one's seen before because of the abilities of Sean Payton for Russ and because of Russ to Sean Payton, kind of mingling there. But we're talking about record predictions after I put all that out there. Got them going 12-5. 8-1 at home, 4-4 on the road. They're going to be in third. Excuse me. They're going to be third in the division, and I think it's going to kind of fall with the conference games. That's what they look at after, if you split in the division and have the same record. However, they're going to figure that out. I do think the Chiefs will finish ahead of them with the same record, but second in the division. Broncos will be third. 5-3 going into the Week 9 bye. They have to 5-3 going into the Week 9 bye. They got to face Kansas City twice early on in the season before the bye week, which they should really be thankful for because those are probably going to be their toughest games of the year. They're in their division, so they have to play them twice. They get to play Kansas City, I think, twice in 3 or 4 weeks, if I'm not mistaken. Week 6, they got Kansas City on the road. Week 7, Green Bay at home. Week 8, Kansas City at home. Talking about the Broncos schedule there. They're going to go 4-2 in the division. Again, sweep the Raiders, split with LA and Kansas City. And their schedule isn't packed too tight with a stretch of, tough big games. It seems like they play a good team, that they get a game or two against a lesser team. Now, in the NFL, you do have to keep your guard up. It's a league that's really getting stronger every year. Thankfully, there's more good teams than bad teams, thankfully. And that might kind of sound oxymoron to say, but the good teams are starting to get ushered in.